Everyone thinks Anne Bonny was a common Irish rogue. They're profoundly wrong. Her legend paints her as a fiery, unhinged woman of the sea, a brutal pirate queen born of poverty and rebellion. But beneath the cutlass and the curses lay a secret lineage, a connection to the very aristocracy she seemingly defied. The true story of Anne Bonny isn't just one of swashbuckling adventure. It's a tale of forbidden love, social climbing, and a carefully orchestrated disappearance, all potentially rooted in a scandalous liaison within the British gentry. Our journey begins not on the sun-drenched shores of the Caribbean, but in the genteel, yet deeply stratified, society of 17th-century Ireland. Here, in the shadow of grand estates, alliances were forged and reputations shattered. Anne's father, William Cormac, was an attorney, a man of ambition who sought to elevate his standing. He served a prominent local family, and it was through this connection that his life, and Anne's, would irrevocably change. The prevailing historical narrative suggests Anne Bonny was the illegitimate daughter of William Cormac and his servant, Mary Brennan. A simple, if scandalous, affair that led to their eventual departure for the Americas. However, whispers persisted, hushed tones in the drawing rooms of London and Dublin, hinting at a far more explosive truth. A truth that, if fully revealed, could have rocked the foundations of several influential families. Some historians posit that William Cormac was merely a convenient scapegoat, a figure assigned paternity to mask a more inconvenient truth. Anne's biological father was a member of the nobility, perhaps even royalty. The stakes were immense. Illegitimate children of the aristocracy, especially those with royal connections, were often quietly dealt with. Disappearing acts, forced marriages, or even more sinister fates were not uncommon. Imagine the pressure on William Cormac to protect his own nascent career and perhaps to save Mary Brennan and her child from a terrible fate. He made a drastic decision, a decision that would lead them across the Atlantic. The journey to Charlestown, Carolina, wasn't just a physical relocation, it was a deliberate severance from their past. A new world, offering anonymity and the chance to reinvent themselves, far from prying European eyes. But a royal bloodline, even a shadowed one, is not easily erased. The charisma, the fierce independence, the inherent defiance Anne displayed throughout her life, could these be echoes of a grander, more powerful ancestry? Her eventual descent into piracy, marrying first James Bonny, then the notorious Calico Jack Rackham, seems a stark contrast to any noble upbringing. Or was it a calculated choice, a further step into a world beyond reach? When Bonny and Mary Read were captured in 1720 alongside Rackham and his crew, their fates seemed sealed. Hanging awaited them. Yet both women pleaded the belly, claiming pregnancy, a plea that bought them time. Mary Read died in prison, likely from fever, but Anne Bonny, she simply vanished. No record of her execution, no burial, just a void in the historical record, a sudden silence after a life lived so loudly. This disappearance is where the theories truly converge. Some suggest her father, William Cormac, now a successful merchant, used his influence and wealth to secure her release. A desperate act of paternal love. But what if the intervention came from a far higher source? What if the same powerful forces that orchestrated her initial escape from Ireland now ensured her final, complete disappearance from public life? The idea of a princess, or at least a noblewoman, turning pirate, and then being covertly rescued by her powerful family, adds an irresistible layer of intrigue to Anne Bonny's already captivating story. Perhaps she lived out her days quietly, under an assumed name, in the Carolinas, or even returned to Europe. A life of domesticity, a stark contrast to the cutthroat seas she once commanded, but a life nonetheless. Anne Bonny remains an enigma, a testament to the untold stories hidden within the official records. Her true heritage and the secrets of her final escape are tantalizing threads in the tapestry of royal scandals and historical intrigue. Uncover another royal secret in our next exploration of forgotten history.